Are you at a point where you really want to start making videos, YouTube videos? You keep watching these videos about starting. Maybe you've seen one of mine. I don't know. By the way, if we haven't met, my name's Kevin Colby. And maybe you're like, oh, yeah, I want to do that. I see other people creating videos and maybe it doesn't look easy, but it's like you really want a piece of that for whatever reason. Maybe you have a business and you realize that video is powerful. Maybe you run a nonprofit and you're like, yeah, that's a way to get a word out. Maybe you're a church and you're finally ready to use video to spread the gospel, the message. Maybe you have a personal brand, kind of like me, and you want to use that. Or maybe, just maybe, you want to do it for fun. Whatever the reason is, if you're ready, but you're really struggling, I get it. I totally get it. I kind of get it. So, I mean, the reason I say that is because my background is in television, and I worked in TV a long time, which I realize some people will knock on me for that. It's like, yeah, you've got this unfair advantage because you worked in television. Yeah, I do have an advantage is that I'm comfortable with video. That's been my life for so long, even though I did start in radio. But for a long time, I was behind the camera. I was a creative director, and so I had an amazing team, far more creative than me, that did things. So I kind of lived through them. Then I've been doing my own thing, primarily on YouTube, and I'm still learning. But I get that, you get this yearning to make this video right here, this video. I was so wanting to make a video today to encourage you to get past whatever it is that's stopping you. So if you're ready to make videos, but you're really struggling, here's some ways to get started. You ready? The first one is list out ideas. Literally, just stop. And in fact, if you haven't done this, pause the video. Just promise you'll come back. Pause the video and write out ideas. Whether you do it digital, whether you use a notebook, maybe do both. I do both depending on kind of the mood I'm in, and just start writing out ideas of what you might like to make a video on. Don't do any editing yet in what you're writing. Just write it out. It could be a complete thought. It could be just a simple thought. I mean, the thought for this one, what I wrote out is, if you're struggling to make videos, that's how this video idea started. Just write out a bunch of ideas. And if you're the type where you'll just go and go and go, set a timer. But otherwise, just give yourself some time and just write ideas. And when you get to a point where you can't think of anything else, stop. Just stop, take a breather, then pick one. Just pick one. Don't worry about if it's the best one. Don't worry about how well it might do. Don't worry about anything. Just pick one of the ideas and say, dadgummit. I don't know why I did that voice. That's the video that I'm going to do. This isn't about doing it right. This is about just doing it. So just pick one. Don't put a ton of thought into it. Just pick one. Now, I would pick one that you feel like you can talk on a while, which leads to the next way is make some notes. You might want to do a little research, but I'm gonna say don't get too far into a research stage. This is about getting you going. So make some notes. So like this video right here has 4 bullet points. I don't script. I don't use a teleprompter. I'm not a advocate of using teleprompters because I'm more of a just kind of talk and be you mode. But make some notes about what you might want to cover in there. It could be a few, it could be a lot. But again, what are the core things you want to cover in that video? And by the way, if you have to glance at your notes, it's okay. I've glanced at mine and the world's spinning. Then, you ready? You got your one idea, you got your notes, whatever we're on. Hit record. Hit record. Doesn't matter what you're recording on. I'm recording this on my Canon M50 Mark II. I could have recorded this on a webcam. I could have recorded this on my phone. I could have recorded this on a DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Yeah, I've got all these. I'm just mentioning. I've even got a computer mounted to my desk. Why didn't I use that? Sometimes I get creative, lazy, or itch, and I want to do something different. Record simple. Literally, hit record and start talking. If you've got a mic, that's better. I'm using this mic that's connected to my computer. If you don't have a mic, get as close to what you're recording, but don't overthink it. Just hit record and go. Well, Kevin, remember that is my name. What about editing? Don't even worry about editing. This is about getting you to the point of doing a video. If you're struggling to do a video, don't worry about editing. Then take the video and upload it to YouTube. In fact, I'm not even sure I'd even worry about a thumbnail at this point. I'm not a big fan of letting YouTube pick the thumbnail, but in this case, just let YouTube pick the thumbnail. Give it a title and go. It's that simple. Is it going to be your best video? I don't know. I know there are a lot of people that will say your first video is not going to be your best video. Well, how are you deciding best? You know what? I think your first video could be your best video if you're looking at it and in terms of it got you going, it got you started. You realize, dang, I can do this. And that can be a best because it can get you going. And quite honestly, quality is so subjective. I've talked about this before. You know, there's movies and shows and songs I like that I could care less if anybody else likes. I just could care less. Look, for example, Saving Private Ryan should have won Best Picture over, Shakespeare in Love? Give me a break. But that's different. And this is an Iran video. Upload the video. Make sure it's public so people can see it. And you know what? When you get over that fear, record another. And go back to the list that you've already created. And this will help you get over it. And you can always learn as you grow. The most important thing to do is whatever gifts you have, get them on video, especially if you want to do video on YouTube, and just share your gifts with the World Wide Web. All you got to do is just create.